Yo, babes, what's going on? It's your girl, that witch Dani. Welcome to your daily, well, I say daily, but how many days has it been? We're going to do a little reading for today, do a check-in here, and I'm going to kind of look at the energy going on for each sign. I highly recommend that you watch your rising sign at least first, and then sun and then moon if you want to. You should anyway, just to get a full picture of all of the energies that will be affecting you. All of your placements have a place. But your rising sign is the one, when it comes to horoscopes or tarot readings done by zodiac, that will be the most accurate for you and that should resonate the most for you. Okay? And so you have like multiple placements in the same, like, you know, if you've got Gemini in your sun, moon, and Venus or something like that, you know. My rising sign happens to be Libra, and I have a ton of other Libra placements, so I always watch Libra, even though I am a sun Leo. I hope that helps. Also, just a little disclaimer before we start here. Disclaimer is not the right word. It's kind of a warning, but I don't mean for it to sound severe or scary. AI becoming a huge issue. It was always an issue on like Instagram and TikTok. Like there was like, all these fake AI like tarot accounts on Insta that have way more followers than me, and or you know, a lot of people that do what I do, and they're entirely fake and they're not giving you accurate information. AI cannot do an astrological reading for you. AI cannot do a psychic, energetic reading for tarot or anything else for you. The information you're getting is not accurate. I have tested it myself many times. I've even shared on my Facebook page and other social media proof of times that I've asked like ChatGPT about, you know, astrological placements, and they were telling me that somebody born in July was a Libra. That would be a Cancer. It was like early July, July 7th or something. Libra doesn't start till September 21st or 22nd. So way off. And YouTube, even though people are having some people with YouTube channels like astrologers and tarot readers like me or whatever, and much bigger than me, and I mean bigger by like way more subscribers, they had their likeness taken and an AI channel was created pretending to be them, using their name and everything. And the real person is not having any success getting YouTube to take the channel down. So if you come across these pages and you're discerning and you can tell that it is AI, please report it. It's really, really hurting the industry for those of us who have dedicated our entire lives to doing this to help other people. You know, this is not a get rich quick kind of lifestyle here. You know, I'm a single mom of 3 with a lot of responsibility and weight on me. I've got 2 in college, and my son's about to graduate high school this year, and so I'll have 3. And, you know, like we end up in here making millions, especially people like me, like the little guys, they're still trying to grow. And it's kind of tough to see how many of us have really taken a hit when we dedicated our lives to helping others. Because people are turning to AI thinking that the free, you know, service that you're getting from them is the same or giving you accurate information. So please be discerning. This is about your spiritual growth, your spiritual path, your soul purpose. Like, you need to be discerning about where you're getting your information from, okay? Please go with a trusted source, okay? All right, that's it. I'm going to be quiet. For the collective, what is the message you need to hear today? What is the overall energy of the day for the collective? Best and highest messages. Focus. Been coming out a lot lately. Number 24. Ooh, that one almost did. What is the best and highest message for the collective? All right, a lot of these same cards. We've been on this kind of vibe for a bit with these. So we have focus. We have power, 46. We've got time, 41. Full moon, 29. So the next full moon will be a full moon in Leo happening February 3rd. But before that, coming up later in the week, and we are going to talk a lot about it, is a major new moon. Major. 117, 118. There are crazy amounts of astrological transits and aspects that are happening and really hyper supercharging this new moon. It's also a 1 year. 2026 is a 10. We reduced that to a single digit. That's a 1. This is a brand new reset. This is the start of a brand new 9-year cycle. So what you need to be focusing on with this new moon, which is when we draw in an intention set, is how do you want to set up your stable foundation that's going to carry you and be your energetic sort of, foundation for the next at least 9-year cycle, and possibly even more like 20 because of Pluto in Aquarius. We're about to go into Aquarius season later this summer. The North Node and the South Node are going to do their shift out of Pisces and Virgo into Aquarius and Leo, and the eclipse season will happen for the next 18 months in Aquarius and Leo. Jupiter's moving into Leo. This axis is power. This axis is rebellion. This axis is, I'm so sick and tired of shit being done this way. This doesn't work. It isn't fair to everybody. And I'm going to fight for change here. Even if it's just for your own life, it doesn't have to be on a global scale, but you're going to fight to change your own life and situation and fight for what you deserve and what's fair for you. And you need a stable foundation to carry you through that. And that's what I'm getting off this focus card. Focus on timing. Astrology is going to be really important this year. Focus on the signs that are telling you that it is the right time or isn't the right time, and divine timing standards. But also, if you really want to pan out and go deep spiritual starseed with me here right now, okay? This is about the fact that we are living now, vibrating at a 4th dimensional consciousness, living in 4D consciousness on our way to our 5D ascension, which is inevitably coming quickly. And the 4th dimension is about time. So if you feel like time has been speeding up, you're right. Many of you are discovering your ability to manipulate time or even timeline jump. Access the highest timeline for you. All right, do it and be open to the idea that it's real. You don't have to trust, woo-woo psychic astrology girls with pink hair like me, because science will tell you that it's real. Just do a little research, check it out. But yes, time is speeding up, and this year will probably go by pretty fast, which we may be grateful for, because although like in the middle of the year and then throughout the rest of it, it's going to get pretty damn magical and great, we've got to hit some pretty rough patches before we get there. So stay strong in your faith. Know that you're okay. Your angels have you protected. You're always protected. And this is what was always meant to be for the collective of Earth. And we just kind of need to roll with what has to leave our reality, our life, our existence, people, situations, outdated beliefs, outdated ways of like using money or technologies, things like that. A lot of stuff is going to be obsolete and go because a ton of new is about to come in, okay? Ooh. This deck has got so much energy on it, it jumped out of my hands. What did you want to tell the collective? Clearly something important. For the collective, best and highest message, please. Best and highest messages only. For the collective. Ooh. This is a timeless reading. So whenever you find this, just know that this video contains a message for you from Spirit. What does the collective need to hear? How can we support them during this very transformational time? Meditation. Support yourself with meditation, right? 18, connecting to your higher self and meditating every day. And 13, integrity. Taking the path of integrity. If you're struggling to make a decision or things just aren't going well in your life, maybe you need to do a little check-in, meditate, connect to your higher self, and ask yourself, like, am I on a path that I can feel good about? Am I, taking a path of integrity here? Why is power here with full moon? Why power? Why power? Opportunity. Yeah, this is the power in manifesting, right? Interesting that it's coming with full moon energy, because full moon is when we release, but you do have to release before you can bring in new opportunities here. So maybe you're standing in your power and letting go of anything that isn't for your highest good so that you can take a higher path of integrity, more aligned to your higher self's mission. But focus on time here, okay? Why is full moon here? Can you clarify full moon for the collective? Why is the full moon card here? I think I have to switch decks. You've got Beauty and Katumi. 14 and 4, double 4. This is about building your stable foundation, starting over again. Using the power of the full moon to realize all the paths that are open to you. I don't know, let's keep going. It's almost like, hold on. Why is focus here? Can you clarify focus? Why is focus here? Chakra balancing. Yeah, meditation. So you really need to be in alignment right now. This is the time where you need to keep your vibration high, which means you need to be meditating and doing some kind of spiritual work every day, something to maintain your spiritual connection and your higher vibration so that you don't miss this powerful portal and all of these opportunities coming to you between now and the full moon. Yeah, 11, happiness. It's time for happiness. Look at all those butterflies, symbol of transformation. It's time for transformation. It's time for us to be happy. A lot of us, depending on our signs, have been going through a really, really difficult time for a while now. And that cycle is all about to shift. Best and highest messages for the collective. Right now we have a ton of placements in Capricorn, Sun, Mars, Venus, and all of those signs are going to shift into Aquarius very soon, and that is an extremely different energy than Capricorn. Capricorn's very severe. It's very career focused. It's very serious, which is great. There's a time and a place. We need that. And now Aquarius season comes in and is like, innovate, do something radical, like be rebellious, right? Let your freak flag fly. And also possibly being more concerned about things on a collective consciousness level and not just for yourself, because that will create the fastest global change of vibration that you get to deal with and live in too. For the collective, please. The Horned God, life force. Wow, if that's not power, I don't know what is. Number 33. Got a snake in his hand. He's holding that snake. The power to transform your life. Do you know how strong you are? Are you standing in your power? For the collective, please. Some of y'all are not being big and brave and like owning up to how big and powerful you actually are. You're living kind of small and smaller than you need to be because you're energetically way bigger than that, if that makes sense. Aradia, which is about your heritage. Card number 1. Blackbird, very telling. I've been seeing them everywhere and doing odd things, but they've been doing odd things together. Like, you know how they sort of fly in formations? I saw swarms of them creating these spirally DNA vortexy helix looking things, like from Key West all the way up 5.5 hours later up the Gulf Coast of Florida. When I got to Jersey, it was still happening. Anything else you want to tell the collective? Moon, timing. Moon and timing. There's an owl there which represents wisdom. Some of y'all may have a karmic past life debt you need to clear out here with heritage. There's a clock on this. 3 o'clock. Is that 2? 2 o'clock. Anything else? Any other messages for the collective? The silver bow with love, number 12. Love. Time for more love. Time to bring more love into your life. Self-love, I'm hearing. Like, find what you love, the like love of music. She's got a lyre here, a lyre in her hand. That bird showed up again in that card. Anything else for the collective, ancestors? Sister witches, sisters, do you have another message for the collective? I just keep hearing it's time. You need to align your chakras and align to source now, because it's like, this is it. It's time. The big shift is coming. Number 220. Remember 220, February 20th. That is the day of the Great Reset. And I don't know what that means. Not yet, anyway. I mean, I know what it means, but I don't know what it's going to look like yet. You've Atham, commander of power. Yeah, y'all need to stand in your power now. You do. You need to get into your full power, know who you are, where you came from, experience. You have all this knowledge. You have all this power. You're an ancient soul, or at least an old soul, or an older starseed. If you're on this channel, you are an enlightened being. You are a shaman, healer, a starseed, a light worker, you know, psychic. If you found me, there's no way you aren't. Okay, that's who's guided to me. Like my official job title on, you know, from Spirit is I'm basically a spiritual awakening coach. All right, I support you during your awakening and ascension process. And if you found me, you're awakening or awakened, and currently on your spiritual path and journey and finding your own spiritual gifts, you need to stand in them. You need to find the beauty in the work that you do. You need to find beauty in your power. That is your key to opportunity and happiness. And the way to do that is to just meditate, to get to know yourself better and receive better guidance from your higher self, and keep your chakras in balance. All right. Some of y'all need energy work. Some of y'all need to pass like karmic debt clearing. I think we need to get on here and start doing those. For the collective, best and highest messages, please, for this collective. For the beautiful collective, my beautiful babes. By the way, thank you all so much for your continued love and support of me and the channel. I know I've been a little spotty with posting. You know, I always do the best that I can. I'm coming up with a brand new program. Things are really going to streamline and be a whole lot better in 2026. You're going to see a lot more of me, and you're going to have access to me in different ways, and things will be a lot more efficient, and it won't be so like, meh. So finally, like, slowing down so I can dedicate time to being what you deserve to get me to be, and be able to offer you guys, with all of the love and support and likes and shares and subscribes you've given me, what you expect me to give to you, and you should have that. I hope that's making sense. All right, talk to me. What are we up to? What do we got going on for the collective, please? I wasn't going to do this, but now I am. I think we're going to do a full Celtic cross. Current situation for the collective. Current situation. Remember, this is a general reading, so take what resonates and leave the rest. To book a private reading with me, the way to do that is in the description box. Just because some part of this message isn't resonating for you does not mean that this isn't your message. You just got to be discerning. The Chariot, the Knight of Swords. So there is something charging in. There is some news that is charging in, fastest moving knight in the deck, that is going to cause movement for you. Some of y'all are actually moving, physically moving. For some of you, this is like a vacation. You're journeying somewhere. You're traveling somewhere. There's a big-ass Merkaba on that card. The Knight of Swords. You've got some communication. You're learning something new, changing your perspective, something that you're putting like a new plan in place. You're on the move. What's challenging the collective? The collective? What is challenging or crossing the collective right now? Yeah, fear. Knight of Swords, Temperance. You are having a hard time finding balance and overcoming anxiety and the repeated thought patterns that are keeping you up at night. There's a clock on here too. It says 114. 114. The truth is out there. I think it's odd. I'm filming this the day that Verizon's having like a massive nationwide cell service outage. I have Verizon. There's like a cell phone in this on this person's bed. It's like they read a text, they heard something that made them cry or made them anxious. Maybe you're not sad though. Maybe you're anxious to jump in on this new opportunity because you're out of balance. Something's out of balance here. That's why you need to align your chakras. What is in the unseen that's supporting the collective? What is in the unseen that is supporting? Wow, you got a ton of answers on that one. Page of Swords, Ace of Wands, Five of Swords, the Hermit, and Justice. So what is supporting you? You are being shown things, learning new things, gathering new information that is about to be the start of a brand new opportunity for you to do something you're extremely passionate about or something that you love. Five of Swords, you're going to hermit mode, spend some time alone here. You might go into self-reflection or introspection, but it's so that you can quiet the mind, shut up all this noise, and find your destined karmic path here with justice, your soul purpose. Hermit mode is where you find it. That's why the hermit always has a light or a lantern on the card. The hermit is very, very wise, and it is showing you, giving you signs for where your new path is, your portal to your higher timeline. I'm hearing. What's crowning the collective? What is crowning the collective, please? What is crowning the collective? The Empress. You're embracing rebirth energy. You're in that energy of fertility, of being ready to birth a brand new life. You're very ready for change here. What is in the past? I didn't ask a question yet. What's in the past? Show me the past for the collective. What's in the past? Seven of Wands, Two of Cups, the World. And the World has 42 on it. 114. We've got 42 here. We had 2 o'clock. All right, the World. Two of Cups is a soulmate. So recent past, you had a major cycle closure because you decided to defend yourself and stand up for what you believe in and who you are in a soulmate connection. This could be romantic or family or some other soulmate. But you defending yourself and standing up for what you believe in seems to have caused that cycle to close out, which is great. What's the possible outcome or near future for the collective? Five of Wands, which is a bit of a battle card. What's in the near future? Or a competitive energy. What's potential outcome or near future? But it could also be like working together to like make something happen here. I feel like you're going to like figure it out. You're going to put all these puzzle pieces together. Eight of Cups. And walk away from something not meant for you. And walk towards your 10 of Cups, right? Your more peaceful, higher vibration time here. Seven of Pentacles. You've been very patient. You've been trying to grow this for a long time. Eight of Wands. Perfect. And now it's going to come in hot. You've been waiting and it's going to move quick. Remember, time is speeding up. Like things are about to go so fast that I don't think any of us are going to be able to like keep up. Like seriously. And like it's going to be a blink of an eye and we're going to open our eyes, you know, in what feels like 20 minutes but could be 3 months, 5 months. And all of a sudden when we open our eyes, we are going to find that the world is an entirely different place. Like I keep seeing like that Wizard of Oz scene, like, you know, where she's like in the house one minute in Kansas, like in a tornado, and all of a sudden she's in Oz. Like that's what I'm seeing. Two of Swords, and you ain't going to see it coming. You're not going to see it coming. This is the unseen. And Four of Swords, rest, restoration, restoring oneself. Rest up. Rest up because you're not going to see how much is coming towards you. What is the collective's current energy in this situation? What is their current energy here? Where is the collective's energy in this situation? The collective's current energy in this situation, please. Page of Cups. Nine of Pentacles and Judgment. A lot of y'all need to let something go. Somebody may come back from the past here and offer you something. What's the energy outside they're dealing with? What are the energies around them? Or the other person in this situation's energy? You're like, I got to be alone to find my abundance here and find my stability, Nine of Pentacles. But somebody keeps coming in with this like apology or this Page of Cups offer. It's like, it's all, or maybe you want them to. And Judgment's watching. Judgment's like, let's see what they do. Are they going to close this cycle out? Or are they going to repeat it? The Sun, the King of Wands, the Two of Wands, holy fuck, and the Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he's the only one that finishes the race. Slow and steady wins the race. He's Mr. Reliable. He builds long term. The Sun is complete and total happiness and joy. It's the most positive card in tarot. Very aligned to the King of Wands because it's a Leo energy card, and Leo is ruled by the Sun. And it's all about following your passion and what you're passionate about. And he's also like a boss-ass entrepreneur. This is an outside energy. There's a choice here. You need to make a decision here to take the path that builds your stability and your happiness. But somebody out there is trying to offer that to you. You just need to be discerning and ask yourself, like, is this karmic or is this like for my highest good? And how are you going to do that? You're going to stay in balance by aligning your chakras and meditating and caring about your spiritual health. Hopes and fears. What are the hopes and fears here of the collective? What are the hopes and fears here? Three of Wands. That's, you know, expectation. That's waiting for your ship to come in. You know, your fear is moving forward. Your fear is embracing the change and going after these opportunities. Fear will, there's enough fear in the world right now. Fear will hold you back and keep you from progressing or ever changing this cycle or this energy that you're in. By the way, JFK Airport is on this card for anybody that's from my area. I think that's hilarious. This is a galactic deck, so this is very like starseedy and like outside of the planet. We have the Lovers here. We have the Tower. We have the Four of Wands and the Fool. Holy shit. All right. You're afraid to leave behind a possible love situation here or make a choice if it's not about love because you're afraid of the Tower. You're afraid of the pain of a tower and the chaos of a tower because you're holding this stability. Four of Wands, that's my marriage card. That's like building stable long-term foundations. You're afraid to embrace a brand new beginning and have to start all over again. But that's the only way forward. Being comfortable is the death of progression, and facing your fears is addicting once you start doing it. It's like the best adrenaline rush I've ever had. It's awesome. Just do it. Go be adventurous. Find your King of Wands energy and get out there. Get out there. Stop being scared. You're not alone. You're protected. Got your whole family of you know, your team, your soul team, like your angels and your guides behind you, your ancestors, past on loved ones, all supporting you, your star family from wherever it is that you come from, right? My star family is in the Pleiades. A lot of y'all have Syrian energy coming through here, Arcturian energy. This particular deck changed all of the suits to represent a different place that a star seed on Earth right now may have come from, like what their home, you know, is. And so it could be the Pleiades, it could be the Lyrans, it could be Syrian, or it can be Arcturian. So see if one of those resonates for you. Usually just hearing the word, or you'll have some kind of reaction to the word, and then it's a good indication that that's where you're from. But I can do a reading on that too. If you guys are interested in that, please comment. Advice and guidance for the collective. Advice and guidance, please. What should they be doing? How can we guide them? Advice and guidance, please. The Hierophant, spiritually awakening, spiritually ascending. Advice and guidance, please. Some of you that are getting a lot of new opportunities coming in, I'm also hearing to really pay attention to the contracts, know what you're signing. Six of Pentacles, generosity, reciprocity. Seven of Cups, a ton of opportunity and options coming to you. Dreams that are going to come true here. As long as you're brave enough to leave behind something that's stable and be adventurous and go off like the fool and take a big risk here. It's time to take risks, y'all. Wheel of Fortune, it's about your fated destiny, y'all. And Seven of Swords, which is like a lie. Like, don't hold yourself back from this Wheel of Fortune, this more destined path. Eight of Pentacles. A lot of you are putting in a lot of hard work here. Queen of Wands, the most attractive and magnetic energy in all of tarot. So a lot of you are putting in a lot of work here to raise your vibration, to make it magnetic to the things that you want to draw in for yourself. Because remember, we get back what we put out. Your vibe, right, attracts your tribe. Your vibe attracts your opportunity. Your vibe attracts, you know, just the situations and everything that come to you in life, in 3D Earth, right? So if you are in a lack mentality, stuck in like a Five of Pentacles energy, like I don't have enough, there's not enough opportunity, there's not enough money, and you sit and wallow and get stuck in that energy, you're just going to invite in more lack. If you could be grateful for every heartbreak, everything that you learned from all of these things that you're having to shed and transmute in a year of the snake that we're just coming out of, be grateful for the time you had, be grateful for the growth and the lessons that y'all learned, and forgive above all yourself and everybody else. And just big picture thinking. It's like we had a soul contract, it's up. That's it. That's it. It doesn't have to be any bigger or more serious than that, okay? Page of Wands, you have all of this new opportunity coming in for you, like beautiful passion projects and shit. And you'll come out of this Ten of Swords, this I've been so betrayed, so stabbed in the back, so hurt, it killed me, and be reborn instead as Ten of Pentacles. This is generational wealth. This is billionaire money. This is stability beyond measure from these new opportunities that are magnetically being drawn to you, as long as you could do the hard work of cutting out what's holding you back and face your fears. Do not let fear hold you back. It's time to take a risk. It's just time. Comfort is the death of progression. And you're probably sick of hearing me say it, but comfort is the death of progression, you guys. It is. There was one card left on the table when I picked up the rest of the deck. It's fucking risk. And it's Aries energy, Aries house 1. This is the reset. This is the 1 year. Okay, the reset on 220. We have never seen this astrological placement before. Presumably the only time it's ever happened was our creation day. Think about that. Think about that. We're about to go into, like I said, Aquarius North Node, Leo South Node. When the U.S. was born, and during the American Revolution, and 1776, U.S. was born, whatever. Leo was in the North Node when it was created. Our country was created, and now we're about to go into Aquarius North Node, Leo South Node, which are opposing signs. Think about that. Astrology is purely the predictions based on pattern recognition. That's what it is. Pluto was also in Aquarius during the American Revolution, and Pluto is in Aquarius now and will be for the next 20 years. Order, which is the moon in Virgo energy. Manipulation, which is Scorpio energy, Jupiter in Scorpio. And extremism, which is Mercury in Scorpio. A lot of Scorpio. Why? Beware of manipulation. Keep your eyes open, all right? Take a risk, yes, but do it in an orderly fashion, right? Have a good, solid plan, but take the risk. Extremism. Manipulation. Someone's trying to manipulate you into doing what's best for them. There's somebody trying to control you here and keep you from moving forward. You need to see through the bullshit and see clearly, get clarity of vision here with the sun in Pisces energy, 12th house, a very profound house. And you have a choice. You have a choice. This is Mars in Libra, house 7, which is about relationships. You have a choice to decide that you want to find balance. You want to go and move into balance here. And you don't have the balance in the current place or relationship that you're in. You got to get away from this manipulative energy so you can see things clearly. You have to connect to your higher self and meditate and balance your chakras so you can see things clearly. Mars in Sag with domination, and the moon in Scorpio with power. And we already had that power message today. Y'all, you need to stand in your power now. It's just time. It's time. It is time. Stop denying it. Stop hiding it. Stop, dimming your light because you are afraid to put yourself out there or shine as bright as you do. You're being activated right now. It's time. And listen, stagnation is no longer going to be a possibility, or not seeing the truth of a situation is no longer going to be a possibility. The universe is forcing you out, right? All of us. And it ain't easy. I'm facing so many harsh truths in one day sometimes. I don't even know which one to process first. I'm so tired, y'all. I'm so tired. But nobody ever said transforming was easy. And do I want to transform? Yeah. Life's been tough for me for a long time, and I'm done. I'm done with that. And I'm definitely done dimming my light like I did most of my life because I was afraid of people's eyes on me or judgments or criticisms and things like that. Fuck that. Big picture. Your soul won't even remember when you cross over to the other side where you'll be for eternity. So what matters more? Moon in Sag with optimism is here. And finally, Gemini, the sun in Gemini, house 3 with versatility. Know how versatile you are. You have so much to offer. So many different skills that you can use and pull out right now to support yourself or create your own innovative path to abundance and your soul purpose and your work that you're meant to be doing in this life. You have a lot of resources coming in, a lot of friendships that are going to support you, a better vibe with your tribe here. And you've got fortune showing up for you. Leo energy. All right. I feel like we're going to need to close this out with some kind of spiritual message, something kind of deep. What should we do? Let's do an activation. Let's do an activation. Abso-friggin-lutely. This is the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. For the collective, please. What do they need to hear right now? For the collective, best and highest messages, please. I feel like there's one more. Hold on. There it goes. All right, let's get in it. A lot of masculine energy coming through here, especially since I saw that power card, the very first one we pulled. Oh, shit. Number 22, Divine Masculine. 30, Integration. So we're going to do these activations right now. 37, Realizations. Has that ever happening right now? Truths, truths, truths. And we better look at them. We ain't got a choice. All right, we're going to start with Divine Masculine because I just opened the book immediately to the page. The frequency of Divine Masculine supports our strong, focused, and active side, allowing it to express itself while helping us to bring our dreams and ideas into form with kindness and wisdom. Three-dimensional reality is based on the duality between opposites. I was just talking about Aquarius and Leo so much, and I didn't know why. Opposites. And their eternal movement toward union. Everything is created in pairs. Male, female, matter, spirit, empty, full, dark, light, and so on. Without the tension caused, so this is a balance message too, which kept coming through. Without the tension caused by the magnetic push and pull of duality, there would be no movement. And without movement, there would be no life as we know it. When the push and pull of opposites is equal, a state of balance is achieved. For humans to live harmoniously with each other, The masculine and the feminine have to reach a state of union. This does not mean gender. Feminine, masculine energy does not mean gender. We have both in us, all of us. Both outward in relationship to each other as well as inward in a balanced state of heart, mind, and soul. We got to get ourselves into balance. This is wild. The masculine and feminine attributes inside all of us have to be fully realized, understood, and expressed. Now that we are moving into a brand new energy, the enhanced qualities of these two opposites in human nature are emerging and urging us to let go of the roles we have traditionally assigned in the past, allowing a new masculinity and a new femininity to arise. The divine masculine is strong, directed, sensual, and balanced, yet conscious, gentle, and compassionate, able to facilitate the expression of the divine feminine. This masculinity is focused, active, and intrinsically connected to the material/physical world, providing security, structure, and reason. The dark blue refers to the vast and dark universe. The swirling circles in the background represent other dimensions and star systems beyond the Earth that are at our origin. All the straight lines are the linear aspects associated with the masculine. The crystals and diamond shapes symbolize the beauty and immeasurable value that truly expressed masculinity holds. I just remembered you had that Cthulhu card too. The spirals refer to the flowing feminine nature that is also part of a true divine masculinity. The number 4, y'all know I'm on my 444 shit right now. The number 4 represents the form-based world we live in, but also remember, we're at 4D consciousness. 4s are about stability and building your stable foundation in tarot. I just happen to be 44, and I see 4-4 fucking everywhere. Everywhere, all day, every day. Never did before I turned 44. All right, we're gonna try this. Ready? Pause it if you're not. Close your eyes and go inside yourself. The masculine nature is to protect, provide, and take action with kindness and wisdom. How are you using your masculine power? How do you reach your goals? Do you get things done? Are you kind and wise in the process? List 5 things that you got accomplished this week that you feel proud of. All right, you can always pause that, replay it again later when you're ready, because we are going to move on to number 30, integration. Which I'm hearing shadow and light, integrating our shadows, integrating the shadow and the light, which is balance again. Balance, balance, balance. Holy shit. Okay, sorry. This is like, what? The frequency of integration supports our embrace of every aspect of ourselves, allowing what we perceive as positive and what we perceive as negative to harmonize in a balanced symphony of life. The Shri Yantra is an ancient symbol that literally means sacred instrument. It's formed by 9 interlocking triangles that form 43 smaller triangles in a grid that represents the entire cosmos. So a total of 44. What's happening? This complicated and precise geometry is thought to hold and create powerful energetic patterns and has been used for thousands of years as a tool for meditation and devotion. It symbolizes the union between the divine masculine and the divine feminine, where the upward triangles represent the male Shiva energies and the downward the female, the Shakti energies. The center point, Bindu, represents the junction between the physical universe and source. Dark blue refers to the vast and deep universe as the origin from which everything springs into being. The yellows and golds refer to our inner power and the way we express ourselves on this earth in a physical body. Red is the color associated with the first chakra, the root chakra, the physical plane, and everything form-based. The light blue triangles represent the balance between the masculine and the feminine, and the swirling circles are other dimensions and star systems beyond the earth that are at our origins. Just like I freaking used that galactic deck, Sirian, Pleiadian, Arcturian, Lyran. What's happening? The energy of integration supports our journey through a dualistic reality in which we continuously search for union and completion, both within and without. Only when we integrate everything that comes to us, when we embrace every aspect of ourselves and of everyone and everything around us, can we find an inner state of balance. Try this. Take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a moment. How do you integrate your inner world with your outer world? Does one reflect the other harmoniously? Or do you need to invest some loving care in some areas? Do you spend time contemplating your daily life and exploring how it is connected to your thoughts and your emotions? I bet y'all are about to have a realization, which is our next card, because man, are we on one. I have chills all over, y'all. Like the energy is getting real high in here. Whew. The frequency of realization supports the internal process of becoming aware of our heart-centered truth, as well as the external process of becoming our highest expression in this world. Realization happens on many different levels. Internally, when we realize something, when we become aware of that something as a fact. Eventually, we realize something when we achieve or fulfill a dream or a desire. On a spiritual level, we refer to self-realization when we are able to unite body, mind, spirit, and soul to step into our fullest, most authentic expression of who we really are. The center of this activation draws us into an infinite inward journey through the layers of our awareness. The green indicates the presence of the heart. Heart chakra is green, by the way, which provides the wisdom and stability needed on this frequently trippy path. The rich bright blue coloring of the outer circles represents the ability and desire to express ourselves and to be realized in the outer world. The water represents the emotional realm, the heart's guidance system. And the orange and yellow stand for expression, creativity, and self-awareness, very sacral chakra. Try this. Close your eyes and take a few deep breaths. Do you realize the magnificence of who you are and the scale of what you can create while you're here in this body? This realization or belief that you are an expression of the creative source makes you a powerful manifester. What is it that you truly want to accomplish? Thank you guys so much for being here. Your likes, shares, subscribes, continued support of me and the channel. Please share this so that other people can find these videos and access information that they probably need right now. We are all going through an unprecedented, never before seen time of change on the earth. So let's support each other. Remember that we're all connected. Stay in love, stay in compassion, and above all, be your authentic self unapologetically. Love and light. See you in the next one.